In today's video, I will be covering the 14th Karika from Samkhya Karika. So this is a very pertinent Karika which deals with the arguments for existence of prakriti. Mula prakriti, which is also known as pradhana or vyakta, in English unmanifest. So this is a reply to an objection raised by Purvapakshi, Gautama, and Vaisheshika philosopher, Vaisheshika Sutrakar, Maharshi Kanada. So they raised the objection that what is the necessity for postulating the existence of unmanifest, which is not even perceptible. We can perceive very well the existence of manifested world of objects. Alright, but we cannot perceive prakriti, mula prakriti, that is the cause that has been claimed to be the cause of the entire universe. We perceive that manifest product results from manifest. So manifest causes manifest. Why should we postulate another entity which is unmanifest? So this was the issue which has been pointed out by the Purvapakshi, Maharshi Kanada, and Maharshi Gautama. Maharshi Gautama was Nyaya Sutrakara and Maharshi Kanada was Vaisheshik Sutrakara. They composed the Nyaya Sutra and Vaisheshik Sutra respectively. So now, since Samkhya philosophy talks about dualism, it admits dualism as reality. One is Purusha, another one is Prakriti. Prakriti for them is the primordial nature, which is the underlying cause of the manifest world, manifest universe. But there must be some reasons for admitting Prakriti as the fundamental cause for everything. So now we will see what cause they have posited. What are the reasons they have posited in the 14th Karika. This Karika is all about the arguments which were aimed at establishing the existence of Prakriti. Let's recite it. The Karika begins with Bhedanam Porimanat Shamanayat Shaktitaha Pravritischa Karana Karya Vibhagat Abhibhagat Vaishya Rupasya. So, like earlier, we shall be understanding this Karika word by word. Bhedanam Porimanat. Bhedanam Porimanat. So, the universe, the finite nature of specific objects. Bhedanam, finite nature of specific objects. Actually, Bhedanam Purimanat, this is one argument. Samanyayat is second argument. Shaktitaha Pravritischa, third argument. Karana Karya Vibhagat, fifth. Abhibhagat, sixth. Vaishyarupasya. So they are altogether giving 6 arguments in order to establish the existence of Prakriti as a separate entity apart from Purusha and the underlying cause of the entire universe. Okay. So the form of the argument goes as Vedanam Purimanat Samannayat Shaktitaha Pravritescha Karana Karya Vibhagat Abhibhagat Vaishya Rupasya. So Prakriti exists because of the following reasons. The first reason is the finite nature of specific objects. See, in this world, whatever object we encounter, they are finite in nature. They are composite object because they are made up of parts. They are subject to production and destruction. Okay, that is why they are finite. So any object whatsoever, you pick it up and it will be finite because it is subject to destruction. Okay. Second argument is samannayat. Samannayat means homogeneity. Homogeneity in the sense, all the objects of nature, they have same constitutional entity. So they are constituted of three gunas. Anything in the nature is constituted of three gunas. That is why they are homogeneous. Okay. So this is the second reason. See, if you remember, we have discussed in our earlier videos that prakriti is constituted of three gunas. Itself is combination of three. The combination itself is the prakriti. Combination of what? Combination of the three gunas, sattva, rajas and tamas, constitute prakriti. And there is nothing beyond prakriti than these gunas. So we have seen that these gunas constitute prakriti, and again any object of the manifest world, vyakta prakriti, anything is also constituted of three gunas. So homogeneity. Okay. Because their intention is to link the homogeneous character of the objects of the world and prakriti as the combination of three gunas. Okay. The third argument is shaktitaha pravrittescha. Okay, the evolution, the creation and evolution we will be using interchangeably. The evolution is due to the efficiency of the cause. This is very paramount argument. Evolution is due to the efficiency of the cause. So, okay, it has been well recognized fact that the evolution, the effect evolves due to the efficacy of the cause, efficiency of the cause. Okay, you try to recall the theory of causation, because at this point this argument is fundamentally based upon the theory of causation. You know, in Samkhya theory of causation, we have discovered that they are of the opinion that an effect exists in the cause prior to its production, and they call it Satkaryavada. So the entire evolution, the entire world of objects, the manifest world, whatever you call, it exists in the cause, that is unmanifest, avyakta. Okay, since it exists, that is why the mula prakriti or the avyakta prakriti is able to produce the evolution, because it has the efficiency to produce the evolution. Why it has the efficiency? Because the effects, the entire evolved universe exist prior to its production in the cause, that was mula prakriti or avyakta or the unmanifest. So the evolution is due to the efficacy of the cause. So we understood bhedanam parimanat, the finite nature of the object, world of objects. Samannayat, homogeneity. Shaktitaha pravrittescha, the evolution is due to the efficiency of the cause. Karana karya vibhagat, avibhagat. Now we shall be looking at karana karya vibhagat and avibhagat. The fifth and sixth reason, the argument. Okay. So the karana and karya, again you have to relate it to the Samkhya theory of causation. Karana and Karya Vibhagat. First, focus this area, Vibhagat. Vibhagat means differentiation. Differentiation between cause and effect. Alright. So, here one analogy has been given in the textbook, and Swami Virupakshananda in his anecdote, he has given one analogy, very beautiful analogy, and the analogy goes as a tortoise. A tortoise, when he takes out its limbs out of its shell, there is a differentiation between the body and its limbs. Okay, and when it again enters, when his limbs again enters into the body, there is non-differentiation. So the entire universe, the creation, become differentiated. It is differentiated at the moment when it is produced, and when it was not produced, there was non-differentiation between Mula Prakriti and the manifest. So when the evolution began, when it was at the initial stage, like the first stage of evolution, we know that the first evolute was Mahat. The first evolute is known as Mahatva Tattva, great principle. Mahat Tattva. Why Mahat? Because it is possessed of the potential of creating the whole universe. It is Mahat. It is also known as Buddhi. So there are deep connotation of there are very meaningful. This is a very meaningful term because it refers to lots of things. So again, Mahat. The second evolute was the first principle called Ahamkara, and from Ahamkara, the sattvic portion of Ahamkara, Manas, came into existence, and from the tamasic part of Ahamkara, Pancha Tanmatra, that is subtle elements, 5 subtle elements, and from 5 subtle elements, 5 gross elements were produced, and from 5 gross elements, the entire world of objects, the material world, the entire universe has been produced. Okay, I mean the tangible gross objects has been produced. Now again we just skipped one thing, our 5 sense organs and 5 organs for action. Okay, 5 sense organs, eyes, nose, etc., and our 5 organs for activity has been they have been produced out of the sattvic part of Ahamkara. So this was the evolutionary process, the succession of the evolution. Okay, now when the great principle first came out, when it is evolved out of Mula Prakriti, then there is differentiation between the cause and the effect. Okay, when like that, the differentiation between cause and effect took place, and all the creation or the evolution was existent prior to its production in an unmanifested form, not in fully explicitly, but in an unmanifested form. So this was the 5th argument, and the 6th argument is Avibhagat. Avibhagat means at the time of dissolution, what happens? All the objects, okay, all the gross objects, material composite objects, they at the time of dissolution, they merges back into 5 gross elements, Pancha Mahabhut, earth, water, fire, air, ether. Okay, and these again merges back into 5 subtle elements, and 5 subtle element again enters into Ahamkara, the first principle, and Ahamkara merges back into great principle, and great principle finally dissolves into prakriti, mula prakriti. So there is non-differentiation. So this was the argument for establishing the existence of mula prakriti. So this was the response to the Purva Pakshi, Maharshi Gautama, Nyaya Sutrakar, and Maharshi Kanada, Vaisheshika Sutrakar, who raised an objection against the acceptance of prakriti as a separate entity. Their claim was, since the atoms produce the whole manifest world, what is the necessity for postulating prakriti? But Samkhya philosopher, in Samkhya philosophy, they countered their argument on the basis of the reasons which we have discussed now.